Hi, I'm Batman, and I'm here to talk about movie trailers because I want to. So the first we got White House Down with Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx, directed by Roland Emmerich, the guy behind 2012. Yeah, that wasn't so good. Day After Tomorrow, good movie, and Independence Day, really good movie. And to me, you know, for the longest time I was like, oh, Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down. White House Down's probably going to be the good one. Olympus Has Fallen, probably going to be too silly for its own good. But it turns out Olympus Has Fallen, kind of a fun 90s inspired action romp. And now, seeing the trailer for White House Down, it looks like it takes itself a little bit too seriously, and it's probably going to be the worst of the two movies. That's just prediction, though. But you get a lot in this trailer. You get better looking CGI for planes crashing and stuff. Channing Tatum looking pretty much like Bruce Willis in Die Hard in his tank top, all sweaty and greasy, shooting his guns off, and a lot of destruction. Not a whole lot of shooting though, just a lot of destruction to the White House. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Then we get the trailer for The Great Gatsby, and you know, the first trailer kind of gives you an idea, okay, these are the people in it, and it's kind of about Leonardo DiCaprio and this sort of love thing he has with Carrie Mulligan, but Joel Edgerton's her husband, and things are going to get crazy. And this one really gives you a lot of that conflict, and it looks like it might actually be a really good romantic movie, but with like a lot of conflict and murder or something to make it interesting. Yeah, the only thing to make a romance movie interesting is if there's like murder, because I mean, I really liked Warm Bodies, and that's all about zombies getting killed and stuff, so I guess that's what you have to do. You want a good romance movie, kill someone. And it's from Baz Luhrmann, the director of Romeo and Juliet, a movie I actually really liked with Leo DiCaprio. I thought it was a good movie, so looking forward to this one. Then you get the trailer for Carrie, and this one, ooh, I mean, the first teaser trailer was like, I don't know, it's just kind of showing the destruction of a town, and then you see Chloe Grace Moretz covered in the pig's blood. This one, I like the trailer, and I have a problem with it at the same time. I like it because it gives you a kind of an idea of what the movie's going to be about, and you kind of get the tone they're going for, and it looks really good, I gotta say. It looks like a good movie. My problem, though, is they literally show everything. I know exactly where the movie's going to go now. I know that she's going to get bullied. Her mother is a real religious fanatic that locks her in like a closet, and she gets bullied a lot at school, which is... that sucks. That's going to make me so sad. I'll be like, oh, hey girls, being bullied, that sucks. I'll be like, you sons of bitches, you deserve to get killed. But they kind of hide a lot of stuff that once she gets her telekinesis powers, they show a little bit too much, but then the big initial thing after she goes to prom gets covered in the pig blood and all the murder, they're kind of hiding that, which is good, because that's all I know about Carrie is that, yeah, she was bullied, and then she ends up getting telekinesis, and then ends up killing a lot of people after they pull a prank on her with pig's blood. So, looking forward to this movie. I think it looks really good. Chloe Grace Moretz is a good choice for the movie. Julianne Moore, I like that casting, and I think the director, it's the same woman that made the movie Boys Don't Cry, so it's going to be a good movie, I think. And then we have Two Guns, some action movie with Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington. I gotta admit, you know, I like Mark Wahlberg, I like Denzel Washington. This movie doesn't look good. The story, from what I understand, it seems really convoluted, and that's just from the trailer, but it's like Mark Wahlberg, Denzel Washington end up doing some kind of robbery, but one of them's a cop and one of them's DEA or something, and then they cross on each other, and then it turns out they gotta work together to stop worse people. It's just, it's confusing. It seems like it's going to be really convoluted. And from the director of Contraband, and have you seen my review of that? I don't like that director. I think one thing that really annoys me is the way he just keeps moving the camera and plays with the zoom to an extreme annoyance. I don't think he can film action very well. The action looked a little bit better in this trailer. It looked okay, but it at the same time seems kind of generic, and I don't care about this movie. And then we get one of the worst looking trailers I may ever have seen in my life. I mean, Bucky Larson's the standard. That's something where 3 seconds of the trailer, I was like, I want to shut it off. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be garbage. This one came close. Grown Ups 2. Okay, I didn't like the first one, okay? First off, the trailer pretty much spoiled the only good jokes, and not even all of them. There's like a few actually funny jokes, and they spoiled it. You go see the movie? Well, that's not really funny. But yet there's the masses, just like all the dumb people that kind of don't really think about movies. They're like, oh, that movie is hilarious. And it's like, why? Because they got chocolate wasted? That's not funny. And then it's all the farts and having sex with old ladies. Like, that movie sucks, but, you know, Adam Sandler, a lot of his movies, the masses, the kind of below average thinking masses just eat it up and think it's awesome. But his movies sucked the last couple of years, okay? Think about it. If you sat there and thought about what made Happy Gilmore good, what made Grown Ups crappy, you'll get it. You won't just go like, no, they're both good. No. Think about it. And this one looks terrible. It's just, first off, they use a lot of old footage from the first movie, not helping. And then, pretty much they move back to their hometown, and stuff happens where, like, they bump into jockey douchebags like Taylor Lautner. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to make a better movie. And Taylor Lautner. And then you get Adam Sandler sleeping in his bed with his wife, and then he wakes up, there's a deer in the room. That could have been a funny joke. I was like, oh, this could be funny with them freaking out. And then she ends up seeing it, screams. And then what I thought would be a funny joke, yeah, I can tell exactly this movie's going to suck, because the deer freaks out and starts pissing on Adam Sandler's face. That's when I said, yep, I give up on you, Adam, because that's the joke, is the deer pisses on him. I give up on Adam Sandler, I really do, because, you know, there's two ways this movie goes. They're either holding all the funny jokes, or there are no funny jokes. My guess is there is none, because they had to show a deer pissing on Adam Sandler. That he's done. I doubt he'll ever make a good movie again, honestly. If I keep the faith like, oh no, the next one will be good, then I'm disappointed again. I give up on you. Unless you work with Paul Thomas Anderson or some other good director again, no, your movies suck now, Adam. I'm sorry, but it's not good anymore. And now let's end on a high note, because aside from Carrie and The Great Gatsby, which I think, oh my god, I'm excited for those, these two, like, whoa, these were surprising. First off is The Pledge. It's this new horror movie with Ethan Hawke. And Ethan Hawke, man, he's in a lot of horror movies lately. But it's a story of, set in a little bit of the future where there's no crime. It's at an all-time low. There's no unemployment or anything. It's a perfect world. Because one night a year, crime's legal. People can run around, rape, murder, steal, blow things up, do whatever they want for one night. And it's legal. And that keeps everyone kind of calm or whatever the rest of the year. And so we follow Ethan Hawke's family, and they're going to try stay safe inside their big house. They have a big lockdown thing to protect them. But then someone comes to the door begging for help, and the son decides to let him in. And then a large group of people in mass show up saying, that was our victim for this year's pledge. You got an hour to let him out, or we're going to kill you all. And then it gets crazy. And I think this movie looks like, I don't know if it's more of a horror movie or an action movie, but I think it's going to be terrifying. It looks really intense. And then we get, oh my god, most anticipated movie of the year. I mean, Superman, sure. Iron Man 3, by all means, yes. This blew it out of the water. From Nicholas Winding Refn, the director Drive, starring Ryan Gosling, Only God Forgives. This movie looks so good. It just, first off, the first thing you notice, the amazing cinematography that Nicholas Winding Refn puts in all his movies, and the really interesting use of color. There's always, like, a lot of red everywhere that just makes it look dark and evil, or like a nice light blue or dark blue. He has very interesting plays with color, and I love that, and the cinematography looks awesome, and this movie just looks so dark. Ryan Gosling plays, I think, the son of a mobster, his mother, and then she's telling him she wanted to board him as a baby or something because he seemed evil and she doesn't understand him, and he seems like a violent guy. You see him beat someone up in a hallway by knocking him over and then dragging him by the jaw down the hallway. Oh my god, and then you get this really eerie music that just fits the trailer so well. And it takes place in Thailand, so it's going to be an interesting setting, and you get this other crime boss, and he's a real ninja. He's got a little sword and everything, and apparently him and Ryan Gosling are going to go at it. And then you get to end with the perfect line. Ryan Gosling just looks at him and goes, "You want to fight?" Oh, that movie just looks so good. I'm so excited for it. Definitely going to see it in theaters, and I hope I can see it in theaters. Right now it's a little sketchy when it's coming out, but if it's like another movie, The Place Beyond the Pines, I'll be sad, because it came to Canada for the Toronto International Film Festival, and then it literally, okay, will come out next year, 2013. I'm like, good. And that's like, wait, it doesn't come to Canada? That was the only time? I turned into Darth Vader from Episode 3 of Star Wars, just no. That was weird. But anyway, yeah, aside from my disappointment about Place Beyond the Pines, I I'm gonna have to get the Blu-ray when that comes up. But this movie better come to Canada, god damn it, or I'll be pissed. So yeah, those are all the trailers coming out in a little while. And those movies look good. But I gotta say, you know, overall, a lot of really good trailers. I mean, Grown Ups 2 looks like a bucket of dick, but aside from that, everything looks pretty good. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while, so I'll review all these. Was that creepy? I don't know. But I'll review all the Die Hard movies, because I saw A Good Day to Die Hard. I'll review that after I review all the old ones. But yeah. Okay, bye.